when Kris Jenner supported her boyfriend Corey Gamble, even after his ex accused him of stalking. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble have been in a relationship for nearly 10 years, and during that time, a lot of people have questioned their relationship. Many people have wondered if Corey truly loves Kris or if he's just with her because of her fame and money. Some people think he might be using her to become more popular or to gain something for himself. Even with all these opinions, Kris Jenner has stayed loyal and supportive of Corey, no matter what people say. One very serious situation that tested their relationship was when Corey's ex-girlfriend, Sheree Buchanan, accused him of some troubling behavior. But even with those serious claims, Kris stood by his side and didn't turn away from him. When Sheree Buchanan made her accusations, they were serious and got a lot of attention. She said Corey had treated her badly and even said he had shown up at her house uninvited. She claimed he had gotten into her house and she eventually had to change her locks. She even said he managed to get a copy of her key without her permission. These are not small accusations. They are very serious, and many people thought that Kris would immediately break up with Corey. But that's not what happened. Kris didn't believe what was being said about him. She said Corey wasn't the kind of man who would do such things. She felt the accusations didn't fit his character at all. According to reports, a copy of a restraining order from 2010 was obtained by a media outlet. This document showed that Sheree had gone to the authorities and asked for protection from Corey. It claimed he had followed her and made her feel unsafe. But even with this document out in public, Kris didn't leave him. She said she already knew about it and had spoken to Corey about it. She was aware of the situation and chose to stay with him anyway. Her loyalty to him showed people how strongly she believed in him and their relationship. At the time of these accusations, Sheree also warned Kris. She said Corey only cared about money and power. She believed he was willing to do anything to get those things. Sheree claimed that Corey saw the Kardashian family as the most famous family in the media world and that he wanted to be part of that world to benefit himself. These were harsh words, and many people wondered if Kris would listen to the warning. But Kris did not seem to be moved by them. She remained with Corey and trusted him. Even Kanye West, who was part of the Kardashian family through his marriage to Kim Kardashian, once spoke out about Corey. He made claims about Corey's behavior and even mentioned that Kris and her family had never met Corey's family. Kanye suggested that this was a red flag and that something wasn't right about Corey's presence in their lives. Still, Kris didn't change her view. She continued to believe in Corey and defended him against all the negative comments. Media outlet TMZ reported that Kris believed Corey didn't behave in the way that was being described. She said he didn't act like someone who would follow or bother someone. She pointed out that he had worked with famous people before, including as a tour manager for Justin Bieber. According to Kris, if Corey really wanted to use someone for fame, he would have done that during his time working with Justin Bieber. But he never did. She felt this showed that he wasn't after fame or attention. She said Corey liked staying in the background and wasn't trying to become famous or use their relationship for personal gain. Over the years, Kris has spoken kindly and warmly about Corey many times. She has called him a wonderful person and said he supports her a lot. She said he helps her stay strong and gives her good advice. In an interview with WSJ Magazine, she said Corey is someone she can talk to and trust. She explained that he also gets along well with her children and even with her mother. She said her family loves him, and that means a lot to her. Even Kris's children have said good things about Corey. Khloe Kardashian, for example, once said in an interview that Corey is a really nice guy and a good person. She said it makes her happy to see her mother happy, and since Corey makes Kris happy, she is glad he's in her life. These kinds of comments help show that the family has accepted Corey, despite all the stories that have come out over the years. The relationship between Kris and Corey is something many people are curious about. Some people are surprised that they've lasted this long, especially considering the age difference between them and the things people have said. But they continue to be together and seem to support each other through everything. Kris appears to be someone who doesn't easily give up on people she cares about. No matter how tough the situation gets, she has shown that she's not quick to turn her back on Corey. There have also been a lot of rumors over the years that Kris and Corey got married secretly. These rumors come up from time to time and get people talking. One time, in February 2023, Kris was seen wearing a big diamond ring. Many people thought that was a sign that she and Corey had gotten married in private. But not long after that, people close to the couple said that the rumors were not true. They said the ring didn't mean they were married and that if something like that happened, they would let people know. These kinds of stories often appear in the media, but so far, Kris and Corey have not confirmed being married. Despite everything, Kris and Corey are still together. Their relationship has lasted longer than many people expected. Through all the rumors, accusations, and public opinions, they have continued to stay close. Kris has shown that she believes in Corey and that she is not easily swayed by other people's views. Whether it's because she trusts him completely, or because she simply chooses to see the best in him, she has stood by his side even in difficult times. There's something about their relationship that interests a lot of people. Maybe it's because Kris is a very powerful and famous woman, and people are curious about who she chooses to love. Maybe it's because their relationship has lasted so long, even with so many people doubting it. Or maybe it's just because they're always in the public eye, and anything they do will get attention. Whatever the reason, Kris and Corey's relationship continues to be a topic of interest. It's not always easy being in a relationship when you're a public figure. Everything you do is watched closely, and people always have something to say. For Kris and Corey, it seems they've learned how to handle that. They've kept going, despite what people say. They've faced negative comments, public accusations, and even warnings from others, but they haven't let that destroy their relationship. Instead, they've shown a kind of unity that not many people expected. Their story shows that not all relationships are simple, especially when fame is involved. But sometimes, standing by someone even when things are tough can make a relationship even stronger. That seems to be what has happened with Kris and Corey. Even when people tried to bring up the past or suggest bad things, Kris didn't give in. She made her own decisions based on what she saw and felt. Whether people agree with her or not, it's clear she chose to trust him. The truth is, relationships in the public eye are never easy. But Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble's relationship continues to grow, despite all the challenges. The strength of their connection comes not just from love but from trust, loyalty, and the ability to ignore the noise around them. While many people might continue to wonder about Corey's past or his reasons for being with Kris, she doesn't seem to be interested in what others think. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.